Now with microbreweries popping up everywhere, we'll tour a few and see why they have become so popular. Keith Kilpatrick reports.
If you've lived in the Charlotte area for any amount of time, you'll have noticed a bit of a movement happening in our city's North Davidson district. Long known for being home to artists and young people alike, this part of town is now known for something a bit different: craft beer. And it's not just flavorful beverages these breweries are bringing to the area. They're also having an economic impact as well.
We like hiring people. We like to provide an income for people who have a passion, like ours here in beer. And those are the taxes that we enjoy paying because we know that they're helping us produce a better product and make more of it.
Definitely we've brought a lot of folks, certainly to this block, that probably never thought that they'd ever visit 26th Street, right? The local support, the community support is big. Both the breweries right here have grown faster than we expected, so we've definitely added employment. I think the whole scene is definitely evolving and there's more opportunity than there was at any time before in Charlotte.
There are many people out there that think they want to start a craft brewery, but it's not always a straightforward approach to starting your own microbrewery.
I previously to opening a brewery, I was an airline pilot, so I was looking forward to doing something completely different than flying and being away from home. I like the creativity of being a brewer, the passion that goes with creating recipes and seeing it from its inception all the way through to the final product. So that was kind of the motivation of starting the brewery here in Charlotte.
Really the inspiration is just showcasing talent. I worked in biotech and I did that for about 5 years and just kind of lost the passion for it. You know, I needed a little bit of a change.
But then again, for some people, it was a match made in heaven.
I guess I was inspired to brew beer from a friend of mine who got me into it when I was in college. He's like, "You want to come over one day?" And I came over and he brewed, I think probably like a pale ale or something like that. And I was like, "Oh man, this process is pretty cool."
Deciding where to distribute the beer is also a major consideration.
Right now, our distribution is primarily in the greater Mecklenburg County reach. So obviously our home county here in Mecklenburg and then the surrounding counties. We have a few spotted accounts in the Triangle and the Triad and also up towards the mountain area of North Carolina. And we just started a distribution contract down in South Carolina where we're currently available in Fort Mill, Columbia, and Rock Hill. So we have a small footprint.
We only do our beer in-house. We've got a much smaller capacity than some of the bigger guys, you know, Old Mac, Noda, Birdsong. You know, we pretty much have the capacity to do beers just over the counter, and that's really our business model for right now.
So what exactly is it about the North Davidson area that is so inviting for craft brewing?
Cheap warehouse space, yeah, pretty much. One cool thing about the Noda neighborhood, besides the warehouse space, is just it's got a tradition of sort of supporting artistic display and artistic expression, and I think that, you know, we sort of have been welcomed as artisans to a certain extent to the neighborhood, which is awesome.
Even though these breweries are pretty new, they have proven that they can hold their own amongst the nation's best when it comes to making quality beer.
You know, we're coming out with one of our gold-winning GABF beers in December. We're going to have our Jacked Up Stout. It's a barrel-aged bourbon stout. That won gold at GABF. We've won a bunch of awards at the Carolina Championships of Beer.
And it's not just the owners that are benefiting from this hops boom.
Well, it brings a new flavor to the locale, and it brings talent in that we might not have, and it creates jobs and helps our economy.
Well, I just moved to Charlotte about 8 months ago, and I would definitely say that the breweries are something that are talked about and recommended when you're new. So I think that it's definitely making a statement on Charlotte's new scene, I guess, and things to do around here.
Whether or not beer is your thing, it's hard to deny the impact that craft beer is having on the North Davidson and indeed the entire Charlotte area. This is Keith Kilpatrick reporting for Carolina Connection.
Both Noda Brewery and Birdsong have won awards for their craft beers.
Not to mention, other local breweries, such as Triple C and Old Mecklenburg, are available here in Charlotte for you to tour and take a taste.
When we return, we'll hop aboard the Lynx Light Rail system and head uptown.